Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Hello. Oh, so nice to see you all on this fine Shabbat morning here at Congregation B'nai Israel. Great to see you too, Rabbi. Great. I'm happy we had that. I had that conversation back and forth, and we're all connected. That's nice. It's great. That guy over there is Cantor Muchnick. I'm Rabbi Keller, and again, we are thrilled that you're here physically in our sanctuary. If you are watching on our live stream, hello. And we are thrilled that you're with us as well on our live stream. You can join us, by the way, through the entire service at every part of it. You can pray along and chant along and sing along. You can use the virtual prayer book from our website. So go to cbiboca.org, and top left corner, it says menu, and then keep pressing. It takes you to services, and under services, you'll be able to scroll down, and in that section, there'll be a little button that you can press that says prayer book, virtual prayer book, and it'll take you right to the website for a virtual prayer book, and you can sing along and chant along. Those of you here in the sanctuary should also have a prayer book, so if you don't have one, this is your chance to get one. They're right outside the door on the right-hand side. They're right outside the door on the right-hand side. They are blue, and they say Mishkan Tefillah on them. It's good because it's going to have Hebrew and English and transliteration on it so that you can pray along and chant along. And they are right outside on the right side of the door. And that way you'll be able to participate with us. We have all kinds of special things included. Cantor Muchnick has been preparing an interpretive dance for us that he'll be doing later. That's not true. That's not true at all. No. That is not true. Oh, by the way, those of you in the live stream and those of you in the sanctuary, you might see someone standing around by the Torah table, and that person standing there is Amelia. And we will get to celebrate Amelia and not only celebrate Shabbat, but also celebrate this incredible moment and share with her as a community. As she becomes bat mitzvah, we get to celebrate the fact that she becomes a bat mitzvah. She'll be helping us with the service. She'll be chanting some Torah with us. Right, Amelia? Yes, good. Excellent. So we are happy to be part of this with all of you. Those of you who are here in the sanctuary, you'll notice in your books the pages have two sets of numbers on the bottom right corner. There are black numbers and there are bracketed numbers. We are actually going to follow the bracket numbers because that will match up better to Amelia's book, and we want to follow along with whatever she has in her book. Because, it's Amelia. So we're going to follow along with her book. So I'm going to announce page numbers, and those numbers will fit perfectly with her book, but make sure to look in your book for the bracket numbers, not for the black numbers, because that's going to get confusing. But before we start anything officially, the bat mitzvah needs her talit. So we are going to invite up her parents to join us as they are going to give her talit. Sorry. And so
on this Shabbat, we rejoice in your coming of age in our tradition. As a symbol of your entrance as a responsible member into the adult Jewish community, it is our honor to present you with this talit.
Alex, it's right here. Alex, right here.
This talit, I want to give you.
Not yet, we have to do this part. Our tradition teaches us to put tzitzi, fringes, on the corners of our garments in every generation as a reminder to observe all of God's commandments. Now, as a bat mitzvah, a child of the commandment, you are ready to make moral choices, to grow emotionally and intellectually. Let's vote end your decisions. Unto your God, bring blessings to our world, and may you bring into the household of Israel the same pride and joy, nachas, that you bring to us.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lachitatef b'tzitzit.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
I feel better. Talit's on, you're official, beautiful. Your parents can sit down. Thank you so much. We'll beginning with the showering of all the mazel tovs for this beautiful moment. Now the talit is on. And we are going to continue with our service. Now we're going to continue with Ma Tovu. We're in the brackets. Remember, we're on page 192 in the brackets, 192. Mishkenotecha Going to do a big page jump. Now to continue with Chatzi Kaddish, we're going in the brackets. Again, we're going to page 224. Chatzi Kaddish.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בהומה דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומייכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו Amen. Yehi shmira b'mevorach le'olam l'ol mehamaya yitbarach yitbarach ve'yishtabach vitpar vitroma vitnaseh ve'yitadar ve'yitale ve'yitala shemei dekudesha berichu le'ela min kol berchata ve'shirata תשבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמא ואמרו Amen.
Continue now with our call to worship. Baruch Hu, page 226. 226. Together we stand.
Lai, lai, lai.
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzer or v'oreh choshech oseh shalom uvoreh et hakol. Praised are you, Adonai, creator of all heavenly lights. We continue with Shema 232, 233.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem, Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated. We continue now on page 234.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levaha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher hanohim mitzadecha hayon al levavecha v'shinanta levanecha v'dibartam bam V'shitecha b'veitecha v'vlektecha b'derech Ushotlecha ukumeha. Ushartam le'ot al yadecha. Vehayu letotavo beinenecha. Uptartam al zizot beitecha. Uvisharecha. Leman tiskeru. Ve'asitem et kol mitzvotai. Yidkem kadoshim elechem. Ani Adonai Elechem. Asher hotzeiti etem min eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem Elohim. Ani Adonai Elechem.
Adonai Elohim emet. We continue now with our Song of Redemption, Micha Mocha, that can be found on page 240.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך עדן בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה פלא, נורא תהילות עושה פלא. שירה חדשה, שיר חול גאולים, לשמך אספת הים, יחד כולם הודו והמליכו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. שאו ישראל, קומה בעזרת ישראל, ופתחי נמך יהודה וישראל. גואלנו אדוני צבאות שמו, קדוש ישראל. ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
Continue now with the Amidah, which can be found on page 242, and together we stand.
Adonai sefatai titaf ufi agita hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. V'chata Adonai, Eloheinu, 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 Rimoteinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, El Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanofra, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, V'konei Yaakov, V'zocher Osetzim Lachot, U'mevigula b'pnei bneihem, L'man Shemo ve'achavad, Melech Mosir u'Moshiach u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham v'Ezrat Sarah, atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayecha kol atzara le'oshia, Mashiach haruach u'morida gashem, Mechalkel chayim behesed, Mehayeh hakol ve'rachabim rabim, Zo'omech noflim ve'rofei cholim, U'matir asurim, U'mekayem emunato l'shenei afar, Michamocha ba'al gevurot, U'midon lelach, Melech memit u'mechayed, U'matzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman ata lehachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol.
Continuing now with the Kedusha, page 248. 248.
נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, הכתוב היה נביאך, וקרא זה על זה ואמר, קדוש קדוש קדוש, אדוני צבאות, מלוך כל הארץ כבודו. אדיר אדירנו אדוני אדוננו מגדיר שמך בכל הארץ, ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. היכנו אלוהינו, הוא אבינו, הוא מלכנו, הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו, ברחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהיך ציון, לדור ודור. הללויה. לדור ודור נגיד גוד לך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
We take some time now for our own silent prayers, thoughts, and meditations, beginning here on page 248 and continuing through page 260. So between 248 and 260, time for our own silent prayers, thoughts, and meditations. Whenever you're finished, please be seated.
Alleluia.
We are now going to continue with Seder Kriyat HaTorah, the service for reading the Torah on this fine Shabbat morning. I'm excited to hear some Torah chanting from Amelia. Woohoo. Amelia, you excited about that?
I'm ecstatic.
She's ecstatic. I'm excited. She's ecstatic. I think this is pretty awesome. What do you think, Cantor? What word do you have?
I am overjoyed.
Overjoyed. Is that with a dash? Do you put a dash in overjoyed or just overjoyed?
I think you could spell it either way.
Is there a grammarian in the house?
Joyed.
Is there a grammarian who can tell us? Is there a dash in overjoyed?
Where's Robin when you need her?
People are thinking. People are actually. You're contemplating. You're contemplating when there is a. I don't know.
I think it's one word. I think it's overjoyed.
You think it's just one word? There's no dash? You think it's over? I think we should talk about this for another 15, 20 minutes. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Let's continue with our Torah service. Big page jump for all of you in the brackets. So again, look at the bracket numbers. We're going to 362 in the brackets. 362 in the brackets as we begin our Torah service.
Ein kamocha va'elohim Adonai, vein kema'asecha, malchutecha malchut kol olamim, umemshaltecha bechol dor v'hador. Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai himloch le'olam va'ed. Adonai oz le'amo yitin. Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom.
Please stand.
Amen.
364.
Ki mitzion teitzei Torah, Ki mitzion teitzei Torah, u'devar Adonai miYerushalayim.
366.
Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, le'amo Yisrael, b'kedushato.
So Amelia, if we were not in the middle of a pandemic, we would have our usual structure to our service, and we would, of course, be able to walk around and pass the Torah and do our Torah march. And so we are not going to do that. And in that moment, of course, we'd invite you and your family up here to the Bima also, and we talk to you about this importance of Torah and the idea that it's passed from generation and generation and generation, from great-grandparents to grandparents to parents to children, in good times and bad times, when our Jewish people were strong in our homeland, or if and when we were running from burning buildings, being persecuted. It didn't make a difference because the Torah kept us strong and safe and connected because we passed it from generation to generation to generation. That's what we do with our Torah. And so on this day, Amelia, we symbolically, which we would physically, but we symbolically, because of glass enclosures and masks, we symbolically pass this Torah to you from generation to generation to generation. And we continue now right in the middle of page 366.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Gadlul Adonai iti uneromema shemo yachtav. You may be seated.
What was that? Yeah, you could have. Amelia is going to be chanting some Torah for us on this fine, fabulous Shabbat morning. She'll be chanting from the Torah portion called Truma. It is one of my favorite Torah portions. It's about donations that can be made towards the building of the tabernacle, which is a fun word to say, tabernacle. Or you can say it in Hebrew. You can say Mishkan, that's also fun to say. I feel like tabernacle is more fun to say than Mishkan, but it's all right. Let's see. Good, we found that in a good spot. That is for you. So she will be chanting. She'll be chanting the Torah. She'll be chanting in different sections of the Torah. Each section in our Torah is called an aliyah. Aliyah in Hebrew means to ascend or go up. And so not only will she be reading from the Torah, but we'll be inviting people, each section that she's going to be chanting, to come up, ascend towards the Torah, not just physically, but spiritually also. People will be coming up and doing blessings before and after each of the sections of the Torah that she'll be chanting. And, bonus, the Torah itself has no markings in it for punctuation of any kind. There are no commas, there are no periods, there are no dashes, there are no semicolons. It is really, if you think about it, one run-on sentence. There's also no markings for it at all for trope. Trope are the little markings that give it tune. But Amelia is going to be chanting Torah as if all of that is there. She'll be chanting it as if there are periods and there are commas, because she'll be pausing in certain spots and stopping in different sections. And she'll be chanting it, even though the Torah itself has no markings for that chanting, because she has practiced. Isn't that right, yes. Amelia? You kind of said yes, I think, but not in the microphone.
Yes.
You said yes. All right, good. So she'll be chanting along. If you want to follow along, by the way, with the blessings for the Torah readings, they're on page 368 in the brackets. 368. That's where we're going to be. That's where we'll be doing our blessings from. And it is a pleasure to invite up for the honor of the first Aliyah, Jenna Queller. Will be joining us for the honor of the first Aliyah. Are you Michael Queller?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to have Michael Queller up there too. Surprise, Michael Queller, yay. Hi. Look, I put that together all by myself because you were sitting together, your last name is Queller, and look at that. I have my own deductive reasoning. I'm so proud of myself for putting that all together. Again, we're on page, if you want to follow the blessings, 368, if you'd like to do that. Let's see. Michael, you know, what's your Hebrew name, Michael? Do you know? Moshe. Moshe. All right, great. What about your father's Hebrew name? Do you know? Aryeh. Good. All right. Yamdu Moshe ben Aryeh ve'shena Naomi bat Shmuel tzvi Elimelech ve'shulamit l'aliyah la'Torah. Make sure that microphone is on, okay?
Baruch Adonai on Bavarah. Baruch Adonai Ambrach Leolam Vaed. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam. Asher Bahar Banu Mikol Ha'amim. V'natan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Vaydaber Adonai el Moshe lemor. Daber el bnei Yisrael mikuli teruma me'eh kol ish asher yitbenu libo tiku et terumati v'zot hatruma asher tiku me'itam v'zot hatruma unhelet ve'argaman ve'tola ashani ve'asesh v'lizim.
Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Natan Lanu Torah Emet V'chayei Olam Natav B'tochenu Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Well done. Well done. Guys are good at that. That was a very commanding Torah blessings. Those were excellent. For the honor of the second Aliyah, we're going to invite your parents up to do it. Why not? I mean, you know, they're here. They like you. It makes sense to have them do it. יעמדו אריאלה בת אברהם ושרה ושמואל צבי אלימלך בן יוסף ופרידה לעלייה לתורה.
Asher Bahar Banu Mikol Hamamim V'Tanu Et Torto Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Ve'orot elim me'adamim Ve'orot techashim va'asei shitim Shemen la'ma'or b'samim L'shemen hamizha V'liktoret hasamim Asher avnei shocham Ve'avnei miluim La'alefot ve'lachoshem
Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Natan Lanu Torah Temet L'chayim Natan Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Amen. For the honor of the third Aliyah, or Bat Mitzvah, Ta'amod, 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 Fredel Bat Shmuel Tzvi Elimelech Variela, Ha Bat Mitzvah.
Baruch et Adonai Hamborah
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach Le'olam Va'ed Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bahar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu Et Torato Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
Ve'orot elim me'adamim Ve'orot techashim va'asei shitim Shemen la'ma'or b'samim L'shemen hamizha V'liktoret hasamim Avnei shoham Ve'avnei miluim La'alefot ve'lachoshet Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam אשר נתן לנו תורה אמת, וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו, ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Simmen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simmen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simmen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simmen tov, hey lanu. Simmen tov, mazel tov, simmen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simmen tov, mazel tov, simmen tov, hey lanu. Hey lanu, hey lanu.
Who wants some candy? You can get some candy. Go ahead. Who needs more candy? Who needs more candy? Grab some candy. There you go. Come grab some candy. Come on back up. Not you, Cantor Muchnick. You can't have any candy, Cantor Muchnick. No, good throw. That was good. That was good. We are going to take a moment now to raise and dress the Torah. So we are going to invite up to the bima. We're going to invite Michael Queller back up to the bima. You are going to do Hagbah for us. And I believe, Alex, you are going to do Glila for us, right, Alex? So we're going to ask you to come and help wrap the Torah. Please stand.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'hayei olam nata betohenu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
וזאת התורה אשר שם משה לפני בני ישראל על פי אדוני ביד משה. תורה, 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 ציווה לנו משה. תורה, 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 ציווה לנו משה. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe.
Please be seated. What you are going to hear are some beautiful words from our bat mitzvah. She is going to share some words. She's going to talk to us about truma. She is going to teach us some cool things about the Torah portion. She's going to mention how it connects to her life a little bit. She's going to take her time when she tells us about this. She's going to speak very, very powerfully, calmly, slowly. She's going to enunciate each word very carefully and nicely and thoughtfully. She's not going to rush. She's going to enjoy this moment as she talks about the Torah portion. And when she's done, you're going to think it's fabulous and you're going to want to clap, but we don't clap here at during a service because it's not a show. So in lieu of applause, you can give her a big hand when she's done. So make sure you're in the microphone there, Amelia. You ready?
Hello. Testing.
Okay, we are ready to hear your words of Torah.
Hi, I'm Amelia, and So I want you to think of a time where maybe at school, maybe at work, there's a donation drive for people or pets, just beings who are in need. Well, that was what teruma means. Teruma is to donate. And teruma is taken place a few months after main part of Exodus. And everyone was questioning if it was just better to stay in Egypt, where it was horrible, but it was so hard then, they were thinking maybe that was better. So after the 10 Commandments were given, God asked for a donation of gold, silver, bronze to decorate the tabernacle. This wasn't a commandment, it was a donation. He was just asking, it was not enforced. So the people did, and that was showing that they still trusted him, and they thought that would be the best, to give up some precious things to them for decoration. Teruma is relevant to our day and age because we donate things now, maybe not to God's purpose, but to other things. And we're going through a hard time right now, and we could all use it. Use hope, use light. And I would like to thank some people. I would like to thank my mom, my dad, my tutor, Neil, Rabbi and Kammer. This list also includes the people that get me through every day, my friends. I also want to thank the people who cannot be physically here. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you for some fabulous words of Torah. That was so nice. Are you sitting down? You can't sit down, Amelia. Mitzvah, go back to go stand there. Not only are we going to make you stand there for the service, we're going to make you stand there for another hour after the service. Just to stand there. Just to be comfortable on the bima. Just to stand there. We are going to conclude our Torah service now. And we're going to continue with Etz Chaim. That's on the bottom of page 374 in your Siddur. 374.
Etz Chaim hi lama chazikim ba v'tom cheha me'ushar d'racheha darchei noam v'chol netivoteha shalom Ashir
We are now going to hear some blessings and some prayers for our congregation and for the state of Israel. So for the prayer for our congregation, I think, Megan, you're going to share with us the prayer for the congregation. I think the prayer for our country, I apologize, prayer for our country, that's on page 376. 376, prayer for our country.
Thus says Adonai, this is what I desire, to unlock the fetters of wickedness and unite the cords of lawlessness. To the oppressed go free, to break off every yoke. Share your bread with the hungry and take the wretched poor into your home. When you see the naked, give clothing. Do not ignore your own kin. If you banish the yoke from your midst, the menacing hand, the evil speech, if you offer compassion to the hungry and satisfy the famished creature, then your light shall shine in darkness. O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Teach us to give thanks for what we have by sharing it with those who are in need. Keep our eyes open to the wonders of creation and alert to the care of the earth. May we never be lazy in the work of peace. May we honor those who have died in defense of our ideals. Grant our leaders wisdom and forbearance. May they govern with justice and compassion. Help us to appreciate one another and to respect the many ways that we may serve you. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife, and our country be sound in body and spirit. Amen.
Amen. And now it is a pleasure to bring back up Michael. Michael Kammer is coming up, right? Michael Kammer is coming up, and he is sharing with us the prayer for the state of Israel, which is on page 377.
O Heavenly One, protector and redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love, spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen.
And I feel like maybe your parents would like to talk to you and share with you some thoughts and tell you how much they like you. Probably. That's my guess. What do you think, Amelia? I think they probably want to do that. So we're going to invite your parents up to share some thoughts with you on this Shabbat. Make sure you guys are right in that microphone. Okay?
What's that? Okay. Amelia, I want to congratulate you on a terrific reading of the Shabbat prayers and Torah. I know the last 2 years have been very difficult, especially not being able to see friends and family as often as you would have liked. As some may not know, that CBI has been Amelia's second home from when she started preschool to the present time. Amelia, you have been committed to Friday night services since a very early age. She was called the dancer because she used to get up and dance in the middle of the aisles, and unfortunately some people didn't appreciate that, but I think she brought a lot of joy and smiles and happiness to a lot of people that were in shul. Even when Mom or I didn't want to go, you pushed us to going. I realize how difficult it was to lose your grandma when you were so close to her. I hope you know that she'll always be with you in your heart. You are a joy and inspiration to all who knows you, bringing a smile and laughter to lift us all. You are always there to help others, and your mother and I are so proud of you. When I pick you up after school, you can't complain about all the teenagers at Duncan. Since today, your birthday, your 13th birthday, and now you are one of them. Happy birthday. Congratulations on becoming a bat mitzvah. Your mother and I are so proud and we love you so much. I know you're looking forward to this summer going to see Nana and your grandpa and our trip to the Big Apple, Europe, and tour Israel. Hopefully we can talk to your mother to going and seeing the ancient city of Constantinople, now known as Istanbul. I'd like to thank family, friends, Rabbi Keller and Cantor Muchnick, and all the hard-working people at CBI for making all this possible. Yom Huledet Sameach. Mazel tov.
It's not often you get the birthday and the bat mitzvah on the same day. That's awesome. That's like I feel like birthdays are defined by the amount of cake that you get. So I feel like it's just like a lot of cake. You get like a bat mitzvah cake and don't you love like birthday cake and bat mitzvah cake, Cantor? You can't even eat cake.
No, I can't. Unless it's gluten-free.
Unless it's a gluten-free cake, and no one wants that. So,
Gluten-free cakes nowadays are really, really good. I'm just saying. Yeah, some of them are actually better than regular cakes.
are they? Are they good? Great. Okay. Oh, see, I'm getting mostly a thumbs down here. I'm getting a thumbs down. I'm getting thumbs down. It's not me. It's the congregation is deciding. I'm not even deciding.
I make my own gluten-free cakes. I make them.
Really?
They're really good.
No, I haven't tried them. Now I'm offended.
You won't eat it.
Now I'm offended. Now I'm offended. Look at this opportunity we have to have this conversation in front of Amelia.
We have this conversation every week.
We do have this conversation we do have this conversation all the time. That is true. That is true. Well, we are excited for you, and we are excited to celebrate with you. We're excited to celebrate bat mitzvah and birthday and your family, CBI in general is also very happy to celebrate this wonderful day with you. And so CBI has a bunch of gifts for you on behalf of the congregation. Susie Glatt, who is our ritual chair of CBI, is here this morning, and she would like to come up here, say hello to you, welcome you, share Mazel Tov to you on behalf of CBI, and also give you a bunch of gifts because we like gifts. It's Truma anyway as gifts, but also birthday and bat mitzvah. Everything's on the bottom left there, Susie. If you need to, you see on the bottom left. They're all right there. If you need to grab them. Okay.
Okay. Shabbat shalom, everybody. Amelia, I can't believe what a grown-up young lady you've become. And I remember when she would dance up and down the aisles on Shabbat, when she came with her parents to services. So it's my pleasure and my privilege to represent Congregation B'nai Israel Board of Trustees in wishing you and your parents and your family a hearty Mazel Tov. And your CBI family knows how very hard you work to get to this wonderful day, and we're very proud of you. This day is only the beginning of your Jewish journey. We encourage you to continue in our high school and participate in the confirmation class and join our youth group. So today you were called to the Torah and you've taken a place as a member of the Jewish community. You get obligations and responsibilities as part of that, but you also get privileges and gifts. So on behalf of CBI Sisterhood, I present you with these candlesticks to use on Erev Shabbat and on the holidays. On behalf of the Brotherhood, I present with this book to use in the future for your enjoyment. And on behalf of the Board of Trustees, we give you this Torah book. It's a special book for you. It's inscribed with your name and the date. Keep this close to your heart. Use it your whole life in your Jewish journey. And finally, your certificate of Bat Mitzvah, signed by Rabbi Keller and Cantor Muchnick, as testament to your achievement here as a Bat Mitzvah. Mazel tov.
Thank you, Susie. You got a lot of stuff. So the nicely wrapped small box. We know our candlesticks. The blue wrapped book. It's clearly a book. It's from the Brotherhood, but they change it up every single week. We don't know. So it's usually it's like thematically connected to you somehow. So let's open up that book. Let's see what book the Brotherhood gave you. I always want to know. Every week they sort of pick the book. So let's see what it is. Maybe it's not a book at all. Maybe it's just a very large gold bar.
If I got a gold bar, I'd trade it.
Yeah,
I'd trade it in or get some jewelry.
Great. All right, trading for some jewelry. All right, nice. What'd you get? What kind of book is it? What's it called?
The Newish Jewish Encyclopedia.
Ooh, the Newish Jewish Encyclopedia. Ooh, that's fun. There's all kinds of cool stuff in there. That was a good choice. Good job, Brotherhood. Nice. Very nice. So lastly, I just want to say a little quick thing to you. And that is to echo what others have been saying is that I remember the dancer dancing around. Dancing around here.
Rabbi, there was a time where we were taking attendance. Remember that?
I remember that we took attendance.
And there was only one person who had 100% attendance 2 years running.
Yep. We had no place to put the stickers. We had little stickers in there.
That's
Remember,
right.
we had no place to put them. We had to put them on like outside pages and stuff because she was coming to services.
Not 95%.
Yeah.
100% attendance 2 years in a row.
You know what I think? I actually think in that drawer, because we don't clean that drawer very often.
I think it's still there.
I bet that book is still there with all the stickers in the book.
I'd like to see that.
I'm actually pretty sure it's in. Well, we'll check after. We'll check after the service. We'll check if it's in there. But you're right, Cantor. That's right. 100% attendance, and each of those times, participating and dancing around. And we talked to you about this at the rehearsal on Thursday when we were here a couple days ago. That you now have an inability to stop your connection here at CBI. We have made that decision for you. That you are going to continue into the next grades and into high school, and that we can't wait to see you at confirmation in 10th grade. We can't wait to see you in 12th grade graduation when you're standing on this very bima and celebrating wherever it is you're going to end up at college, and then beyond, because we also send college packages to all of our students who are in college, and so we can't wait for the long ride ahead of us. And if you decide to deviate from that path, Amelia, we will find you.
You don't have my house address.
So, oh no, we'll find you. We'll find you.
CBI is just a couple letters away from FBI, just letting you know.
Yes. Cantor Muchnick can track track a falcon on a cloudy day. He can find you.
Didn't you just say you couldn't count to 10?
Was that? I can't count to 10. It doesn't matter. I have Google, and I have Cantor Muchnick. So it's fine. So we will find you if you deviate off the path that we have chosen for you. So, happy birthday and Mazel Tov. We're going to find you. So I always think that, and I believe this, that you don't pick your Torah portion, it picks you. And I really think that this one chooses you beautifully, because Truma is about gifts of your heart. Nothing about this Torah portion talks about being commanded to do something. A lot of other Torah portions, particularly coming up, are going to be talking about commandments, meaning things that God says, you gotta do it. The only commandment, by the way, that you have to do is stay at CBI. That's the only commandment. Other than that, your Torah portion actually speaks beautifully about what you choose to do with your heart. And then when your heart then steers you in that direction, what it is that you do. And now as a bat mitzvah, not only are the responsibilities larger, but we want you to make those choices with those responsibilities from your heart. We want you to connect deeply to what it means to become a bat mitzvah and beyond. We're only slightly joking about tracking you and finding you and making sure that you're here. Only slightly joking. But we also know in our heart of hearts that the choices that you'll make to stay through high school and beyond is something that that I will tell you, for us, we feel lucky about, because there aren't that many kids who start out in our early childhood program and then stay all the way through. And we want the bragging rights to be able to say, aha, here's one. And so we feel blessed to be on this journey with you, and we feel blessed on this journey to watch you share all of your gifts with all of us. Well, those are also yours. Yes, we're not going to touch those. Those are your gifts from us to you. I'm not taking them back. They're yours. If it's okay with you, we'd like to give you a little blessing. So typically, again, if we were not in a pandemic, we'd invite your family up to the bima. We'd open the ark doors. We'd do a little huddle, and we would bless you. But we're going to do like a version of that. So if you don't mind, stay right where you are. Facing us is perfect, just like you are. We're going to ask your mom and your dad to do the same thing. They're going to come up and stand right next to you, facing us, and we're going to have a little. We'll have a little blessing. Yeah. You're gonna face us, and we'll provide you a little blessing on the Shabbat morning. May God bless you and protect you.
Yair Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka.
May God's presence shine upon you and be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yaseim lecha.
May God's presence be with you all the days of your life and bring you peace, as together we all say,
Amen.
Amen. We are going to begin to conclude our service. We will begin that process with Aleinu, which can be found on a big page jump in your brackets. 586 is where we're going. 586 in your brackets. And together we stand.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגאור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
We transition our thoughts now and think of Kaddish Yatom, Mourner's Kaddish. We think of those in the period of Shloshim and our yortzites that occur for us this week in the period of Shloshim, the immediate 30-day mourning period. Think of Esther Canterman, Corey Nahum, Ernie Tischler, Hannah Fredericks, Arlene Roth, and our yortzites that occur for us this week. Sylvia Arnaldi, Betty Arts, Leopold Cohen, Bessie Diamond, Lillian Dworkin, Eugenia Edelstein, Frank Feldman, Lala Goldman, Cy Granovsky, Burton Kleinman, Alex Krimsky, Bertha Lefkowitz, Bess Levine, Amy Martin, Shlomo Meyerson, Dr. Dean Penn, Florence Raffin, Shana Ruth Shoemaker, Jane Schwab, Joseph Schwartz, Ruth Silbert, Al Smith, Ernest Weiss. To those names, we had any name that you would like to add at this time. Kaddish Yatom Mourner's Kaddish 598. Itkadal v'kadash shmei Rabbah, b'alma divra cherutei v'amlich malchutei b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chay dechol beit Israel, b'agala v'zman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehe shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam olmei olmaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'a v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalal shmei dekudesha brichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, as together we say amen. We are going to conclude our service this morning with a little Kiddush. And so we're big page jump again if you're following along in our pages. This is on page 604. In the brackets, we're going to have family have a little wine up here. Come on, you can come up here if you want to, or stay down there. I'll bring it to you here. So. This is for you guys. That one's for you. This one's for you. Great. Here's one more, if you'd like. There we go. Thank you very much. So we are on 604 as we continue with our Kiddush.
Vishamru את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות המרית עולם, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות המרית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורות המרית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו Shabbat vayinafas v'shavu b'nei Israel et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם בריתו. על כן ברך אדוני את יום השבת ויקדשהו ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא פרי הגפן. Amen.
Adonai oz la'amo yiten, Adonai varech et amo v'shalom. May God give strength unto our people, continue to bless us with hope and strength and love and peace. Shabbat shalom. Happy birthday and mazel tov.